Okay, I just came out of the theater. I watched Is This Thing On? Whew. And it stars Will Arnett, Laura Dern, Bradley Cooper, Andra Day. Bradley Cooper directed as well. This was incredible. I had such a fun time. It's about this guy going through a separation, a divorce, a drought in his marriage with his wife of 25 years, something like that. They've been together a long time. They have kids, they have a home, they have a life. They've built this thing together. And it kind of takes us through their journey. Like, they're unhappy in the marriage and they agree to separate, and they, in their separation, fall in love with things again. You know, Will Arnett's character falls in love with stand-up comedy, and it's so fun seeing him be surrounded by the other comics and grow and get better at the thing. And it's almost therapeutic. He uses stand-up as a form of therapy. He goes up there, you know, just says what's on his mind, really off the dome, right off the cuff. And it grows funnier and funnier and funnier as it goes on. He learns to hone the craft and to actually write jokes, and he gets better at it. He gets more comfortable. He finds a family. He, you know, tries things. He has sex with another woman, you know, outside of his marriage for the first time. And it's like, wow, he really, you can see like the youthful, I don't know, like glow overtake him as the movie progresses, and others can see it too. His ex-wife or his wife sees it too, and she, you know, is on her own journey of rediscovering her love for volleyball. She used to play like professionally and like went to the Olympics. That was like the peak, and you know, she had to give it up after she retired, became a mom, and thought that would be fulfilling enough, but it's not. And she's rediscovering her love through coaching. So, you know, she's also adopting or growing this youthful glow, which is beautiful to see. And yeah, she catches him at one of his shows unknowingly, and it's the hottest thing ever to her. They have sex and they rekindle something, and it's actually beautiful to watch. Like, wow, this movie really promotes like staying together, trying to work it out. There's a whole other subplot too. There are other characters who play around with that term but then come back together. It's interesting. I really liked it. Honestly, really liked it. Very refreshing. It kind of like the same way that I walked into Eternity and was like, don't really know what to expect, and I laughed my ass off. Like, this was actually funny too. Not just laughing at his stand-up, but just like parts and watching them be parents, and the kids were so funny. Great acting by them. Cool to see Andra Day in something. Like, I know her as a singer, and she's a beautiful voice, and she sings in this a little bit, and there's a little amazing grace there. Yeah, great vibes. I really enjoyed this. Yeah, this was a great movie. Oh my god. Like, I'm actually thinking about how to rate this. Is this a 5? Right now I'm gonna give it a 4. I'll give it a couple days, see if I change my mind, but that's a high 4. 4.5. Fair. Whew, good job. Oh my god, guys. Just came out of Primate. What was that? That was scary in a gory way. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't supernatural. It was so gory. They did not cut away for shit. The sounds? I can't imagine what that's like in Dolby. Luckily, we didn't see it in Dolby, but damn. That was a little too vivid. See, whenever I watch horror, I'm like, damn, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all are so dumb. But then I have to remind myself, like, girl, would you really be any better if you were in their shoes, really? Really? Would you fold under pressure? Or would you rise to the occasion? Who knows? Yeah, dude, that's really scary. I don't think I knew what rabies was going in. Because what do you mean hydrophobia? What? How are these two things? All I know is I'm about to go on a deep dive, probably a YouTube rabbit hole of rabies. What is it? Is it still like a thing? Like, do we get vaccinated? I don't know. I actually know so little, and this scared me so badly. Wow. People were dying left and right, dude. People were dying left and right, and in ugly ways. Ooh. Ooh. I was definitely at the edge of my seat. That was insane. Oh my god, guys, I just watched 28 years later Bone Temple. Whew. Shout out to Ralph Fiennes, I think, the guy who plays Voldemort in Harry Potter. Oh my god, incredible actor. Wow. I really enjoyed that. I thought the editing was cool, the plot was cool, soundtrack was fire. I was engaged the whole time. Great cast. Yeah, like I felt like the pacing was great. Like I wasn't in a rush to go anywhere. I felt like it was the perfect length. Yeah, solid film. Not too scary. Indeed gory. But I would definitely watch that again. I liked it, and I will be back for the next one. Oh my god, okay. I've been home now for a couple hours, but I watched Mercy tonight with my friends, and you know, it was a mid sci-fi movie, really. It's super hard for me to take Chris Pratt seriously. Something my friend said, and it's just stuck with me. He's just Star-Lord, dude. Like, he's really trying to be this serious guy, and I'm like, sometimes it does land though. Don't get it twisted. Like, I think I'm always kind of like impressed, I'd say, when I see actors take on roles like this, where it's not a lot of body movement, right? It's very much like, oh, you're in one place, right, for the entire film or majority of the film. And it's really just your expressions and your tone, right? And that you want to kind of transcend, right? What's the message that you're trying to convey here? And can you do that well enough in like the micro movements, right? Of your face, of your voice, of these little subtle things that really do matter, right? They can make or break a performance. So I think it takes a skilled actor to do something like this really well. Shout out to, even though I just ragged on him, shout out to Chris Pratt, shout out to Rebecca Ferguson. Oh my God, she's so beautiful. She's one of the most symmetrical faces I've ever seen. She plays an AI really well. I think she plays a Bene Gesserit even better, honestly. Wow. Oh my God. Yeah. It was an okay movie. Like, nothing crazy, you know what I mean? Nothing crazy. But damn, the message I really went home with was like, AI is just as faulty as humans. Don't put 100% of your trust into them or it. A lot of people have this exaggerated view of what it is. And I don't know, this movie kind of plays out the worst fears, I guess. Instead of innocent until proven guilty, it's guilty until proven innocent, which is crazy. Yeah, interesting concept. Okay delivery. Yeah, you know. Not much more to say.